Good afternoon. I almost forgot to submit this video, save this video, shoot this video, whatever it is, for you guys advanced drawing. So this is going to be something that you guys are going to be watching in class on Thursday. So you've already created and spent a full class hour on your sketchbook challenge. Now we're going to kind of be moving on to what the fifth card marking is really about, and that's the human pose, the human anatomy. So to start off, we're going to be experimenting with something called gesture drawing. Gesture drawing is a very quick, simple drawing that usually is done in between 15 and 25 to 30 seconds. Now I know right off the bat this is quicker than most of you guys can draw. Actually, it's probably a lot quicker than most of you guys can draw. But don't worry, we're going to get to that process where you are drawing a little bit faster and watching drawing while you look with your eye. But for the next 2 days, or the next 2 half days here in class, I have some materials that I want you guys to hold on to just to review. I don't normally do this, but considering that I was going to be out, I typed up just a little form here, double checking to make sure on the video that you guys can see this, a little handout that explains exactly what gesture is. You guys can go ahead and read through that, and I'm going to be talking a lot about these kind of terminologies and what the whole philosophy is behind gesture drawing when I return back to class next week. But just to kind of get a heads up, this might be recommended as a quick look-see and something to just kind of hold on to in your sketchbook. The other handout that I want you guys to grab is going to be your pose packet. Now, I apologize for the very rude and crude directions here. Normally this is very nicely typed out and easy to read, but for some reason when I was trying to print stuff this afternoon, it just wasn't coming out, so I said, you know what, I'm not going to waste time, I'll just write out the instructions. What you have here is a set of poses. Actually, I've numbered each one of them, and you go through this. What I'm going to have you guys do is focus on drawing or focus on sketching these using a gesture method, a very quick method of looking at them in your sketchbooks. So what I'd like you to do is separate your sketchbook into like halves and only utilize one portion of the sketchbook page per model, per drawing. So what I mean by this is you're going to start in your sketchbook, you're going to start sketching, for example, maybe pose, well, here we go, pose number one, all right, pose number one. You're going to sketch that really quickly for 30 seconds in your sketchbook. Now, because you're going to be working rather small, don't get caught up in the details, don't get caught up in what the model's wearing or what the model's doing. Just take a look and try to get as much information as you can in 30 seconds. Work through the collection of poses. There's 16 of them in there, and do 30-second sketches first, all right? Once you get through that, take a little break, take a little breather, and then go back and redo the sketches, this time only with a bit more time. 60 seconds, double your time. Again, keep your sketches close to each other, and what I mean by that is keep, like, for example, pose number one all together so that you can compare what 30 seconds looked like as to what 60 seconds looked like. And actually, one of the things I'll talk to you guys about next week is when you look at professional artists' gesture drawings, one of the things they always do to try to keep track of their progress is they write down how long they spent on the sketch. And this might be a really good habit to get it into. You know, you do the first set through 30 seconds, just during your breather or during your break, write down 30 seconds right underneath that little drawing so you can kind of get an idea for how much you can get done in that time that you allotted yourself. Now, since these are half days coming up, Thursday and Friday both are half days, and we really only have 20 minutes here in class, I'm not expecting you guys to be able to get through the whole thing, but I think this would be a great place to start as you start to get accustomed to drawing fast and looking with your eye and drawing at the same time. So be sure to pick up both handouts, both materials. That is the What is Gesture kind of handout here that just briefly gives you guys a little bit of information. And then, of course, the pose packet here, because this is where all the information from class is going to be coming from, pose-wise and model-wise. All right? I will see you guys when I return back to school on Monday, and we'll kind of focus in a little bit more on gesture drawing. See ya.